Who knows what evil lurks in the hearts of men? The shadow knows.
And this is how.
Wasn't invited to that one either. All right, Cody, let's see what the shadow
you
knows
shut the fuck up with that.
this week. Please tell us.
My boy Magneto is in the animation sequence for the opener now, and I'm very happy.
That's what you know?
That's what I know. That's it. Watched episode 3 of X-Men 97 for the next month or so. This will be my update more than likely, unless something else comes out, but I doubt it. This episode is great. We find out our villain, which is Mr. Sinister, and I'm very happy about that. For comic book fans, the Goblin Queen.
Oh, that's her name. I forgot about her.
Which is
Madeline Pryor.
Fantastic, because it's not the way that I thought we were going to go. I thought we were going to get Dark Phoenix. Nope, we get Goblin Queen, and it's great, and I love it. We also start the Cable storyline up. That is very exciting because Cable is one of my favorite X-Men. Like, just, I don't know. Something about him. And, like, the stories that he's in is always so fucking cool and fun to read. And he's a buddy of Deadpool's.
And he has a bunch of pockets.
It's kind of more Deadpool loves him and Cable hates him. But he won't go away because it's Wade. But yeah, so I'm excited. I do hope they bring in Nightcrawler at some point, but I don't know. There has been zero mention of him whatsoever so far, so we'll see on that. But yeah, man, I'm excited. The fucking fight animations that they have for this episode, so damn good. Goblin Queen and Magneto fight, and for those that don't know, Goblin Queen is essentially the X-Men version of Scarlet Witch. She can warp reality and make anybody think and see or do whatever the fuck she wants them to do. So
crazy because Scarlet Witch is Magneto's daughter.
I know, right? That's what I don't understand. But Magneto was getting his ass whooped, but I loved it.
Wow.
He's like Superman. He don't know how to handle magic.
Basically. That was literally it. Like, he was doing everything he could, but she was just like, yeah, my powers go above little metal pieces. So she started throwing glass at him and everything. It was really good. But no, the only reason that I like Magneto getting his ass beat, I like any time that Magneto actually gets to show vulnerability and like that he's not just some piece of shit villain. Because most of the time he's not a piece of shit villain. He just is fed up with how these mutants are being treated and goes about it a different way than Charles did.
Right.
But yeah, Minister Sinister, as always, has done great. Yeah, man, everything about this episode, just 5 out of 5. I fucking love it. I cannot wait to see more. I really hope this gets picked up for so many more seasons. But there's some pretty sweet callbacks. I have not started it yet, but I'm starting with the next episode. I'm going to start going through who all the morph turns into.
All the what?
Who all morph turns into. Because in this episode, he turned into Magic at one point, which was amazing because he looked at the Goblin Queen and just was like, hey, girl. Because they were a part of the Hellfire Club for a while. And the Hellfire Club is such an amazing X-Men deep cut that I love. And I hope they bring it in. But yeah, it was great. A lot of awesome callbacks. A lot of stuff that, like, even if you don't know what the fuck's going on, it just looks and sounds great. The whole, like, House of M moment for them was also amazing because there was a lot of, like, they were bringing in, like, fucking demonic sentinels and shit like that. It's just cool. Go watch it. I really cannot give more of like a praise for it because it's done so fucking well.
Devin,
What's up?
go.
You know what? I have to. All right. I'm watching the. Listen, you'd think X-Men's going to be, possibly a contender for Show of the Year, but you'd be mistaken because there's one thing, and it's Shogun. Shogun is walking away. I mean, jogging even with the television Show of the Year. This is what, episode 6 out of 8, I think. And it's really picking up. It keeps getting. The show just goes harder and harder and harder. Like it doesn't. There is no crescendo and then it falls. It's like we are hitting peak, just and not stopping.
I don't know.
It just keeps.
I think this
going up and
this
up
is the
and up.
double down episode.
Yeah, you would thought possibly until the end of the episode. Then they were like, "Nah, I don't think so." Guess it's time to pop off. Show's great. I don't know what to say without spoiling the show because I feel like everything is like necessary to hear. But it's like it's a must watch show. If you like Game of Thrones, like I think there's less death and less incest, but
That's the part that gets me.
it's a show you need to watch. Like it's just political enough, but not too overly political. Like everything's for like a political reason, pretty much. But like it doesn't feel like it's overtaking everything. Like there are different set pieces moving. There's the one fella who is like he's on your side. He's on Toranaga's side, but he's also not. And he has his done. I do. He just looks so funny. Like everything, he just looks confused at all times because he doesn't know what's going on. Like he can't control it. His nephew's a dumbass. Toranaga's son is like he wants to be a badass, but like to be fair, he did some wild shit. So maybe he is badass. Show's great. Mariko, she's great. I don't know her actress's name, but she is great. Very good at her job. Then old fucking Cosmo Jarvis. He's great too. I think I don't have a bad thing to say about the show. Like
what's her name? The one that's going making everything difficult for everybody. She was friends with Mariko.
The what the fuck? The consort.
No, you know who I'm talking about. She was childhood friends with her, and then they.
That stuff happened.
What's her? The heir's wife? No, the heir's mother.
Oh yeah. What about her?
She's evil.
I think there are a few evil folks in there.
She does her character very well, though.
She does. Look, you just have to watch the show. You just have to watch it.
It's on Disney Plus now, so go do.
It's on Disney Plus. It's on Disney Plus.
It's on Sling
They
too.
have
Oh, is it on
They have
Sling?
boobies in it. Well, it's on Hulu or it's on FX.
Well,
So it's on Sling.
But
Hulu merged with Disney and the app, so
Mm.
yeah,
Oh.
I don't. There are boobies in that show.
There are boobies in it?
Well, you got Jacob.
there was some active
Active
heads rolling.
active boobie.
You lost me with
Yeah.
with no incest, but brought me back with boobies.
Yeah, the show's great. There's the God, what is it called? They went to the brothel, and the most famous and best of their workers has been in a few episodes. But she's nice and creepy too. I like her. She was talking to her. She was calling her sister, but I don't think they were sisters. Just the way she was talking to her about like the absence of tea. Like you don't understand, obviously, because you weren't watching the show, but just nice and creepy. While the white man's in there, like, what is she saying? Whole time Mariko's just thinking about her past and crying. Mariko's husband came back, thought he was dead. It's crazy.
Is that it?
I got something.
Okay.
No.
So I was cool.
Next.
Moving on.
Oh my god, it's MTV.
So I was perusing through Twitter today, as I do at work, and I saw a little post that said, "Hey, these wrestling books you can listen to on Spotify for free if you have premium." And I was like, "I have premium. Let's see what books there are." And the first one on the list was The Man, Becky Lynch, Not Your Average Girl. And I remember Devin and I were just talking about it, and he said you better listen to audio. And so I started listening to it. So far, so good. Like it a lot so far. Found out her brother was a pro wrestler, and that's why she got into pro wrestling. He just never wanted to make it a career. He just wanted to have fun with his friends. So I don't blame him. Wrestling's fun with your friends. And so found out that she, at the age of 15, made out with some pro wrestler from Canada or something like that. She was there for a drug deal with some promoter. Well, not really a drug deal. It was so dude comes over to the house that she's staying at, and she was on a tour of England, I think it said. So she was like, I'm staying at this dude's house, blah, 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 whatever. So dude comes, they're all at the house. Somebody comes up and knocks on the door, and he's like, "Hey, I don't have your money." And so the dude that answered the door was like, "What did I do to your friend that didn't have my money last week?" He was like, "You busted out his knees." And then he was like, "Should I do that to you? Should I have these guys do that to you?" And points back to fucking Becky's brother and some other dude that was there with. And he was like, "No, please don't." Just begging for his knees not to get busted out. And long story short, he ended up letting him go. And she was like, "I'm never staying at a promoter's house ever again." Don't blame her. That's terrifying. I love that she calls Finn Fergal in the book all the time.
Calls him what?
Fergal.
Fergal.
That's his name.
Oh, that's his real legal name?
That's his real legal name. He's Fergal.
That's because they're Irish.
Okay.
Said that she stayed up all night talking to her new boyfriend Fergal. So the rumors have been confirmed that her and old Prince Devitt dated. So Seth both took his girl and his title. What Snow? But no, so far so good. I'm liking it more than Mox's book. I really like Mox's book, but I don't know. Mox has a gravelly voice and he talks like this, and he's a fucking weird dude. Becky's just cool. She says fuck a lot.
Again, Irish.
If you like Becky Lynch and you like listening to audiobooks, you should check it out.
Top
It's
2
free.
best horsewoman of all time.
I agree. Top 2.
Who's number 1?
Sasha.
All right, well let's
I'm
talk.
not afraid to stand on my laurels.
All right, we're gonna talk some wrestling then.
I love that someone just is just okay with being that wrong.
You think Becky's the worst or second worst? Sorry.
Okay, that's not the way to word that. I think Becky is the third best horsewoman.
Which is the second worst horsewoman.
It is technically the second worst horsewoman, but Becky's not bad.
I agree. Top 2.
I wouldn't say there's a big difference between 2 and 3, as much as there is 3 and 4.
You're right.
Thanks.
So Ariel Helwani, you guys know him.
Yep.
We'll be interviewing CM Punk on Monday, as we were talking about. No holds barred, anything goes.
Can't wait. I cannot wait.
big view getter.
I'm gonna get sick.
Yeah. Hopefully he shines some light and stuff in AEW.
Hopefully CM Punk doesn't have to give his mom any money.
Devin's gonna be sad about this. Ridge Holland is retiring from wrestling. He doesn't want to hurt anybody anymore.
Boo hoo, no.
He cut a promo on NXT saying he's done. So
Who's Rich Holland?
the guy
Dude that hurt Big E.
Oh, that's right.
hurt Johnny.
And the Pretty Deadly guy.
Yeah.
The blonde Pretty Deadly.
Shayna versus Masha Slamovich at Bloodsport.
Hope it's good.
Hope it's good too. Shayna's an actual fighter, so she did the stuff, so I'm thinking so.
Yeah.
Just don't want to be let down by Bloodsport again.
WWE announced the WWE Speed tournament starting on April 3rd.
Is that it's a tournament?
3-minute time limits will be airing on the X or Twitter, and the winner gets the WWE Speed Championship.
What the fuck's the Speed tournament? What is that about?
I thought it was going to be like a show where each match had to be 5 minutes or less.
Oh, it's 3 minutes, but yeah, it's now a tournament.
Hey man,
All right.
3-minute time limit.
That's what they like. That's their TV matches, so it's normal.
Yeah.
Lots of draws. The Rock and the Roman Reigns will be appearing on the Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon on April 3rd.
Oh boy,
That'll be interesting.
that will be interesting though.
Will we see a couple other people show up?
The real question is, will Jimmy Fallon acknowledge our tribal chief?
You know he will. You know he will.
Jimmy Fallon's gonna make him sing fucking carpool karaoke.
Yeah, he is. He's gonna do wheel of musical impressions with Roman Reigns.
That's what I
That
was
would be
thinking of.
great. That would be.
No, I can honestly though, he might do that with The Rock.
Yeah, I could see it.
Yeah.
Everybody's favorite wrestler or former wrestler, Bill Goldberg.
Listen,
Asuka.
I'm so glad he buried himself.
He's not happy that some Japanese woman named Asuka beat his streak.
Wasn't it some little Japanese girl?
Yeah. Named
And didn't he
Asuka.
already praise her for doing it?
Yep.
Yeah, he was on Twitter.
He certainly did. Receipts are there.
He said, "You know
Goldberg's such
what?
a fucking loser.
I need some attention. Let's cause a commotion."
Just because he didn't get the ending he wanted.
Ow! Motherfucker came back, won the title twice, and left.
Broke the Undertaker's neck. I know Chongo loves that, but like, sucks.
I do not. Love the Undertaker.
Put over his son, more than he did his opponents.
He literally came back and got exactly what any fucking old timer would want. He's a fucking loser.
And wrestled 2-minute matches.
Mad that he lost to the tribal chief.
Yeah, well, and the last thing, Raw could have been the best episode of Raw in years.
What?
True.
Hey man, yeah.
Yeah, it was good.
Look, I don't like JD McDonough at all. Don't like watching him wrestle usually. But that match with Ricochet was a good one.
That's the first thing you thought of on Raw? Wow.
No.
You must love them too.
I wanted to save the best for last, like it was on the television show.
Bruh. Love that The Rock's just sitting out here telling people to fuck themselves. And
I would too if I was, the head of the company.
yeah, Roman's head of the table. Fucking, he's the head of the company.
Yep.
Big
Oh my god.
big pop on AEW. That's what I see.
Kenosuke just broke his neck.
I mean, broke his neck. All right, yeah, but no, In the rain? Come on. The fact that was in the rain?
Just saw somebody on Twitter say the Rain was
Elevated
a paid
it.
actor.
Elevated it.
And then they
Took
showed
it
they
over
showed
the
the
top.
truck.
Yeah, I mean, the truck didn't do anything for me.
That's because you don't dive deep into the stories.
I
Imagine
didn't.
it's a tag
you
team
were right.
match. Tag team match. Fucking the Bloodline comes, or fucking Solo comes out. Jimmy comes out. Then you hear the glass shatter, and Stone Cold comes out, goes face to face with The Rock one more time.
I hope John Cena comes out.
I do too, just so I can be there with Jordi when John Cena comes out.
I swear to God.
But yeah, to start the show, Cody cut a promo, started pointing to the sign, had everybody point the sign. The Rock surprisingly showed up, walked to the ring.
Hey, let's talk about the camera angle they shot The Rock with coming to the ring. Like, just appearing out of the smoke and lightning.
Yes.
They are doing some shit.
He didn't do anything, didn't have a microphone, whispered, to Cody, tonight, I'm gonna make you bleed.
And boy, did he.
Boy, didn't he.
Is that funny?
No, Chongo just threw up.
And then at the end, The Rock did make Cody bleed.
Real blood. He said, "Look at this, Mama Rhodes. Look at this, Mama Rhodes. Mama Rhodes."
Didn't have to be like this.
He made Mama Rhodes sad.
Was that,
Look what you did.
Was that right in front of his bus or?
Yeah, he was throwing him into his bus because he had a stupid dog down at the bottom of the door. That's
his dog is cute. What's wrong with his dog?
That's what The Rock said.
And his whiskey thing, right? They kind of gave a little attention to that, didn't they? It was on the back of the truck as he was getting whipped. So
I didn't pay attention to that.
All right. Well,
part.
Of course not.
No whiskey. Sorry, I wasn't. I'm not a whiskey guy.
I was too enthralled with everything.
Not a whiskey guy. What do you like bourbon?
I had some sake yesterday, so my home country.
We all know Devin's a White Claw guy.
I can tell you for sure I'm not.
Me and Devin tried White Claws together for the first time, and it was god awful.
Of course.
God, they're so bad.
Gabe said these are delicious. I love them so much.
I can't wait to buy them for you guys. He bought them.
I enjoy White Claw. I ain't gonna lie, but
you can be wrong. It's fine.
Wrong that I enjoy it.
Yeah, your opinion's wrong. It's bad.
Of course not. That's why my friends hate me. And then we had CM Punk coming back into his hometown of Chicago. Talking about stuff. Drew McIntyre comes out. They start going off. Punk hit him with the Drew McIntyre says he was the chosen one, and Punk's like, who chose you?
That part and the part where he was like, I ain't never had to wear or put somebody else's name on a t-shirt to sell.
That's funny. That's funny because he had Paul Heyman on his shirt.
He had Paul Heyman on his shirt. He had the Big Show on his shirt.
He had the Big Show on his shirt?
He had a shirt that said, I broke the Big Show's hand.
No.
Yeah.
Seth Rollins comes out,
Seth Rollins literally feels like an after story in his own title match.
Insane.
They both invited Punk, he can either be a commentator, a referee, or whatever, that I heard, who knows, the whole match had like a little outline, and then they were all allowed to just, go out there and have a little bit of fun. So
it looked like they were like, it looked like they had a great time.
Yeah. I think, it's probably going to be at least a little bit memorable.
Hey,
for those reasons.
I'm one of the biggest CM Punk fans. I don't know if you guys knew this, but kind of looked like he was, a little too much there sometimes. But you know what? It worked out. It worked out in the end. So
he said, "My mouth work. Ask April."
And then
Cody hated that.
And then Punk, Jey Uso, and Jackie Redmond went to a Chicago Blackhawks game, and they had so much fun.
Yeah, every time I hear Jackie Redmond, I think like that's a fake name. Like it just sounds fake.
It really
It's
does.
hilarious.
I love that Jay was just acting like a child.
Love that Jay is cool. Like, he just hangs out with cool people. He just hangs out.
He just has fun.
Yeah, just has fun with his friends.
Wish I could do that. Hey, it's time.
Wow, I hang out with I see you once a month. Do we
You
not
do.
have fun?
We do.
We don't. Okay. All right.
I have a question to ask regarding
I was hoping we did.
regarding wrestling and the build up to WrestleMania. Does it feel a little weird to y'all this year? Because, like, for me, I'm more interested in seeing what The Rock and Cody are than what Cody and Roman are going to say. CM Punk has basically taken over the spot of Seth Rollins, even though he's not the champion.
CM Punk was supposed to be in that match.
Right. But, like, it's just...
It does feel like it's more Cody versus The Rock than Cody versus Roman.
Right. And then there's Seth.
It's just that Cena.
And then the whole
Cena Rock once in a lifetime, but now Rock's back to do it again.
And then the Seth versus Drew thing is kind of...
It's just strange. I'm sure Seth and Drew are going to put on a fine performance. It's not going to be great because Drew's in it, but...
Drew McIntyre and CM Punk are the people in like the tussle.
Mm-hmm.
Seth Rollins is just
there.
He's. I mean, I hardly even call him an accelerator. He's like, or an accelerant. He's just like, well, he needs to defend this, and this is the next best thing we have going because Drew McIntyre's on one at all times.
Well, I mean, we have 16 hours of WrestleMania and only have like 8 matches.
That's true.
Hey, 2 hours match.
You guys think that the Hardys are showing up for that ladder match?
They sure are.
I hope so.
Me too.
I do too.
I do too.
Again.
New Day are going to come out and be like, this is going to be a quadruple threat match. I wonder who could be in it. And then they use the same song that they used in AEW, which is the same song they used in WWE in 1997.
Yeah. It's a fake, it's a free domain song or whatever.
It's a what?
Free rights.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and then over the weekend, myself and Devin, collectively known as The Awakening, took on the Midwest Misfits. We defended our tag team titles, and we were successful. So, yeah.
It's because you boys are the GOATs.
We were finish fell a little flat, but I wouldn't say that's on us.
Boys.
Mercedes Moné versus Sky Blue next week.
I feel bad for Sky Blue.
Oh my fucking god! Stop.
And at least somebody gets to be in there with a superstar.
Yeah. Lord knows Mercedes needs it. All right, it's time for the best segment of the month. Jordi is going to tune us up.
Yes, sir. It is a good month to get tuned up because there's been a lot going on in music.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it's been wild. We're gonna start off with Ariana Grande dropped a new album, Eternal Sunshine. Have y'all heard this?
Mm-mm.
Oh man, no, but I love that Jim Carrey movie.
I like Ariana.
Don't think I've even heard of that Jim Carrey movie.
Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. Come on.
Yeah, I've not heard of it. Eternal Sunshine's. I mean, if you're into pop, if you like pop music, it's great. Really good open. Her song "Bye," probably one of the best on the album. The intro is really cool too. Has some nice melodies, some nice harmonies in it. The album closes real nice and soft with "Ordinary Things," also a really good song. My favorite on the album is called "Yes and it's the remix, which has Mariah Carey on it. And this is the soprano collaboration we've been waiting on. since Ariana Grande got into music. Like,
Yeah.
I know that they've done like music performances together, like covers, and I think they did like a Christmas performance together or something. But I'm pretty sure this is their first like
Song
track
together.
on an album. Yeah, and
Yeah.
it's great. It's very vibey, very poppy, fun, and dancey. A big one for the summer rotation this year. I give this album an 8 out of 10. Hozier dropped a 4-song EP called Unheard.
Ooh.
Dude, I've been hearing that one song fucking everywhere.
Same, and I like it.
Which song?
God, it's like I don't remember
The vibey one that everybody's listening to.
the one that's on TikTok.
I haven't heard anything.
Oh,
I haven't heard anything on TikTok at all. Is it called Empire Now?
Let me look it up. I'll listen to it.
Jeannie would
Okay.
know it.
Well, I was just gonna say, I can't really call myself a Hozier fan. I like his music, but he's not somebody that like I keep up with or that I hurry up and go download whenever he drops new music. But this EP is really good. Especially if you're a fan of his, you're gonna love this. His last album was really good that dropped last year. I really liked it. The only song from this EP that I really wanted to download and keep on my phone though was Empire Now. Definite powerhouse of the 4 songs on this EP. Give it a listen if you like that type of music. I give the EP a 7 out of 10.
Listen to it right now.
It's Too Sweet.
Too Sweet. Okay.
That's the one that's been on TikTok fucking everywhere.
I'm sure I'll hear it a lot now.
I mean, I like Hozier. I'm the same way. I don't go out of his way to like. I don't go out of my way to search for his music or anything like that. But anytime Take Me to Church comes on, I'm definitely there for it.
Listen, since his performance at the Video Game Awards back when that God of War song that he did, been a big fan. Don't search out his music or anything like that, but if Hozier,
right,
yeah,
like you don't pass him up. Like, let me see what he's working with.
yeah,
he's good. For the metalheads out there, Takers, a local band that my brother-in-law is in, dropped a new song this month called Dark Urge. It's great. It is great. I was probably going to review this song one way or another, but like I listened to it for the first time today. I'm a little bit late. Great song. Definitely my favorite that they've come out with so far. What I really like about it is it has a good mix of screaming and melody. So I mean, you can scream along to it if you're into that. You can sing to it. Very solid song. I give this one an 8.5 out of 10.
Real quick before we move on, they named it after Dark Urge and Baldur's Gate 3.
Yeah. I meant to actually say that. Shout out to the Baldur's Gate 3 reference. Which they're I think Greg is the founder.
Yeah, I think so.
Is that correct in saying that?
I think so.
He didn't know that it was a Baldur's
Yeah.
Gate.
Baldur's Gate reference
Until just a couple days ago. Hilarious. Like he thought it was just edgy. Like
thought it was a cool name.
Yeah. Great. Moving on. Shout out to Jungle, one of my new favorite groups. Ever since their album Volcano came out, they have had a crazy month. Very busy. Their song Problems was featured in a Target ad. They collabed with a linen line at Gap, which was inspired by the clothes that they wore in the Back on 74 video. They performed at the Brit Awards, which they also did Back on 74. That's like the hit song from the album. Back on 74's popular guy dance at the end of the video actually became an emote for Fortnite. And they also kicked off their world tour this month. So shout out to Jungle. It's been a great month for them. A lot of people in the world are picking up on who they are and listening to their music, me included, obviously. I'm very excited to see where they end up in the next year or so. Future dropped a new album with Metro Boomin this month called We Don't Trust You.
Fantastic name.
Fantastic name, especially if you know all the lore.
The lore.
Personally, I don't dislike Future. I don't dislike his music necessarily, but I've never really been a fan. With his music, it's very hit or miss for me. On the album, I did really like Cinderella. Cinderella's a nice vibey song. Everyday Hustle is kind of has almost like an early 2000s vibe to it, early 2000s rap vibe. Features Rick Ross. He's got a nice, yeah, you know, he's got like the bassy, deep voice, chill flow. Solid track, great beat. 7 out of 10 for the album. Which is going to segue us into Like That, which is also on the album. If you haven't heard about this, you must just not like rap, because Kendrick Lamar, Kung Fu Kenny, K-Dot, y'all, he came out of the woodwork. He came out of his apparent sabbatical and just went in. Straight up dissing Drake and J. Cole. Again, I'm new to this beef. I didn't even know there was beef between almost any of these dudes until recently. I knew there was like some back and forth with Kendrick and Drake over the years, but that was it. That's all I knew. I had no idea that Future was beefing with Drake. I had no idea that Metro Boomin was beefing with Drake. There's other people in this like rap civil war that's starting up. Like it's going crazy, and I'm still learning more. There might be more to cover on this next month. But the two main lines that I want to talk about from Kendrick's diss is when he said, "Fuck the big three, nigga, it's just big me." Like straight up.
That's a hard line. That's a hard line.
It's a hard line. Like, especially after J. Cole's line in First Person Shooter, I think it was. When he's talking about the big three. Is it what'd he say? They say they were the big three. Is it Aubrey? Is it whatever? Is it me? I don't know. He refers to them three as the big three, and Kendrick basically came up and said, "No, fuck that. I'm number one." Know your place. Like, I'm really hoping that J. Cole comes back. I don't think he will. I don't think he will unless he's provoked again. He's nice. He's nice. Like,
he's a nice guy.
He's gonna try to keep the peace and be cool and make sure everybody's cool and not hating each other,
not beefing, and
before he does anything. However, I do think that if he tries to like talk to Kendrick and gets dissed again, we gonna see something happen. And I kind of hope it happens.
I do too.
I want the smoke. I want the drama. I'm usually not into celebrity drama, but I want this. I've been waiting for something like this.
I'm not into celebrity drama when it's like from like normal celebrities, but like hip hop artists, I'm into celebrity drama.
Yes.
When it's diss tracks and they're good, like, what's better?
Right. Literally.
What's better?
I mean, yeah, think about when fucking Hit Shot came out.
Kill Shot, you mean?
Hit Shot.
What was MGK's?
Kill Shot?
Rap Devil.
Was it Kill Shot?
Devil. Yeah, Rap Devil.
No,
okay.
Eminem was Kill Shot.
Otherwise, I mean,
second
aside from Kendrick's diss heard around the world, the song has a nice beat. Like it starts off aggressive. Like as soon as it starts, it's like, oh, somebody's in trouble.
What was the second line that you said that?
Oh yeah, I didn't say the second line. It was the last line. It was the very last line he said. And now I'm blanking. Oh, when he said, that's a K for all these nines, he gonna see Pet Cemetery. Bruh. Like there's so many references and double entendres just in that little line. Like Kendrick came through with the talent that we all know he's got, but like,
but he doesn't show it all the time.
I'm just ready. I'm ready. And side note, if you didn't already know, Drake, they're on, Drake and J. Cole are on tour, and the day that the song dropped, they did a show, and Drake kind of addressed it when he came out, and he like there's a lot of there's some people are for it, some people are not, but like he just kind of sounded like a whiny bitch. Like I don't remember everything he said word for word, so I'm not even gonna try to quote him or anything. But basically, he came out basically saying like everybody wants to know how I feel. I feel good. I'm doing me, and can't nobody bring me down. That was basically his speech. Like such a cop out kind of response. Like if that's all you had to say, you just shouldn't have said.
Just don't say anything. Yeah.
Just like get in the studio, write something up, and come back. Like
that sounds like Drake.
Yeah, it sounds like Drake.
Oh yeah, that's right. I'm doing me.
I'm not going front. I'm a Drake fan.
I am too.
His songs are easy to sing to. I'm a singer. It makes sense. So I'm not going front like I don't like Drake, but I also don't understand how he's part of the big three
at all.
Like okay, if you want to say big three in like popular artists and hip hop, sure. Big three in rapping. I don't know where that came from
at all.
But he's so rich he can say whatever he wants.
Yeah, I mean he's clearly got the Trump effect going on.
I have not enjoyed Drake, enjoyed him since Forever came out. So
no, Drake has had some bangers over there.
Oh no, man!
I'm both a Drake fan and a Cole fan, and I like Kendrick as well. So I just want them all to keep beefing. So
I love J. Cole, but Thank Me Later was cool, but that's
I mean, final thoughts. I feel like this beef is just getting started. I'm excited to see what kind of replies we get. I'm excited to see where this goes. I hope it doesn't die off with some peace bullshit. I don't care. I want to see blood.
Metaphorical blood, not literal blood.
Yeah, metaphorical.
We ain't shooting people no more. This ain't the
90s. Anyway, moving on. We have another TikTok story in music. Have you guys heard let me see what that TikTok name was. I didn't write it down, and I forget what it is.
No, can't say I've heard of them.
Shut up. Shut your mouth. Give me 10 seconds, because I got it on my phone.
Real quick, for some interjection, I do love that people are now being like, Eminem, talked about this in one of his songs in fucking 2012 or some shit. Because there was some line he said something about
everybody's gonna turn on Drake.
Look at him Look at Drake, they're coming for you too.
Technically, that's calling it.
I mean, sure. I don't think he was calling it. I think he was saying something very general that could apply to Drake at pretty much any point in his career.
Yeah.
And people are just applying it to what's happening right now.
Yeah, come on.
It's like those online personality tests that just say shit just vague enough for you to be like, oh yeah, that does apply to me.
Right.
Like horoscopes?
That's how conspiracy theories get
horoscopes. Okay, so I got it up. Have you guys seen the story on TikTok from Lewis Empire with the autistic girl that is trying to get Alexa to play a song for her, but nobody knows what she's saying?
No.
Okay, so it's not like that complex of a story. Basically, the first video dropped on February 21st, where this girl is trying to tell Alexa to play a song, but the way she's saying it, Alexa doesn't know what it is. Her family can't tell what it is, and they can't really get clear responses out of her when they suggest songs. It did get to a point where she was like, it would take a long time because they'd play a song and she would want to dance to it for the whole song before she said if it was a song or not. So they just very slowly were going through song after song trying to find whatever it is she was talking about. They posted this video on TikTok and they're like, hey, internet, help us out, do your thing. And the people went to work. The video blew up. Whole bunch of people got in on this. People are suggesting songs is this it? Is this it? Play this for her. Exactly 30 days later, and we found out what the song is. It is a song called Finesse by Feels. I had never heard of him. So I went ahead and listened to the song. Great song. Great song. If you like the vibey Afrobeat, who's an artist that I can't even think about nobody right now. But like almost Jamaican, almost like reggae sort of.
Okay.
That kind of vibe. That's kind of the music he does. Great song. I mean, it's very vibey, very chill. I downloaded it immediately. But that is not going to be our official entry for the tune-up, because he also has a new song that just came out this month called Go Low. So I decided to give that a listen too. Banger. Yes. This definitely needs to go on your summer rotation if you like dance music. I mean, 10, 15 seconds in, I was ready to dance. I was trying to cut it up. Wonderful song. I give it a 9 out of 10. It's very fun. I'm definitely going to be looking out for new music by Feels. I'll probably be a new fan here soon. He doesn't seem to have a whole lot of music out on iTunes, but I haven't tried looking him up anywhere else yet. But yeah, go listen to Finesse and Go Low by Feels. Honorable mentions for tonight, just because I've already had this segment go like twice as long as normal. Schoolboy Q dropped a new album this month. Judas Priest, Madonna, Rolling Stones, Justin Timberlake, Shakira, and Joyner Lucas all dropped new albums this month.
What year is it?
Right? Like everybody's coming back from the past. If you like any of those artists or groups or anything, check them out. I personally haven't listened to any of those yet. I'll probably listen to them eventually. Last thing I want to cover is on the day that this podcast is available, Beyonce's Cowboy Carter is going to drop. New album, new country album, if you didn't already know. But also, Sum 41 is dropping their final album of their career called Heaven X Hell, or Heaven and Hell. I don't know. There's a little like X thing in the middle of Heaven and Hell.
Just Heaven Hell.
Heaven Hell. So Beyonce, Sum 41 are dropping today as you're listening to this.
Literally, what year is this?
That's the tune-up, boys.
Oh, let's Go Low fucking vibes, bruh.
Okay.
I listened to Field first, or Finesse. All right.
Got me dancing, bruh.
Hey, real quick, I had my first dubstep experience last night.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
How'd that
Awesome.
It was good.
Yeah.
Couldn't do it for more than 50 minutes, but it was fine. A metal dubstep, and really enjoyed Sullivan King. So yeah,
Do you know who it was?
Sullivan King.
Oh, duh.
Poppy was fantastic, and of course Avenged Sevenfold, greatest of all time. So there you go. All right, should we?
I listened to Takers or Dark Urge, by the way. Very good.
This is good.
Yes.
Yeah, it's
Jake
good.
approved.
Jake approved.
It's the only Taker he loves. All right, let's take it home. Let's go follow the podcast on Twitter X at Top Turtle, where we update you about the goings-ons about the podcast. You can subscribe to the YouTube channel, youtube.com/@TopTurtle. We are on the road to 100 subscribers. Go help us out if you can, please. Subscribe, like, comment. Do it for Devin's Nutball. You can find us on iTunes, Spotify, a couple other major podcasting platforms as well. We put out these audio version of the episodes on Fridays, so come check that out, please. Rate, like, follow, subscribe, do all that, please, if you will. I don't know if it's been confirmed yet, but next month, myself and Devin, The Awakening, will be doing a double shot to celebrate 420. So go check that out. We'll be in Ohio and Indiana. Coming to a ring hopefully near you. But signing off, I am the Beast Snow and all the social medias.
And as always, you can find me on Twitter at wise_talk_.
Got me on the Twitters at TGingerbeardman and Shredded Tavern at Etsy. The Shredded Tavern on Etsy. Sorry.
Follow me on Twitter at _ I'm just Jake. Follow my YouTube channel, Tabletop Talks. First video should be coming up soon. I had some difficulty trying to editing. Had some difficulty trying out this new editing software. I saw myself not talking in the thing. Also, Feels, Jordi? Nigerian.
Nigerian, okay.
Nigerian singer-songwriter. Finesse is dope, too.
Yeah. Great music.
You can follow me on Twitter at SexyDevyB. And if you didn't know, Frodo, this little guy, the big feet, he named Sam his heir and left to cross the sea, into the uttermost west. Bagan remained in the Gamgee family for at least 3 generations afterwards. Uttermost west. Tolkien was really creative with that one. As far west as you can go.
Is where he went.
Uttermost. Utter.
Yee.
Satan.
Sound like Chango burping.
Hail
Satan!
Hey, I just want to say, you know what? Fuck P. Diddy. And I'm just going to bid you guys a good morning, good afternoon, good night, and goodbye.
Bang!
Yeah, I heard about that story today, and I also agree.
And probably
I'm a
Jason.
rapper.
I totally forgot to talk about that.
What did Hova do?
Die.
He's apparently part of the
The
ring.
right-hand man.